All right, Polyrhythm Week. 2 across 3. 2 chords evenly spaced across 3 beats. So 3/4 time signature for number 1. And keep that hand going down and up the whole time. You're going to hit the first of every 3 strummings that you make. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So you can count 3s, or you can count the regular 8th note count and just emphasize what it is you're playing on. So I'll do both ways, and then whatever you feel you can play more easily, that's what you're going to do. So either counting 3s or do a regular count and emphasize what it is you're playing on. Here we go. Count of 3, 60. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So either way, either form of counting is totally fine. Whatever helps you play this the most easily, that's what we want. And remember, work it up without the repeat. Only add in the repeat near the end there. All right, 120. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 180. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Good old 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's go down to 200 for the repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Whew, boy. It's difficult stuff. It really is. If you don't hit 240, that is fine. We're not worried about how fast you're getting for the most part. We want to have that accuracy. Remember, if at any time you doubt you played it correct, assume you didn't. And keep trying whatever speed you're working on until you feel confident. Only move on when you feel like you have nailed it. That is very important, very helpful to make sure we get the perfect practice. 60 beats per minute. Here we go with number 2. And because when we do change chords, we're going to be playing the same chord throughout 2 repetitions of this strumming pattern. Then after that, we're going to change chords when the strumming pattern starts again, and a new chord when the strumming pattern begins again. Same idea down here. So even though this is a 4/4 time signature, it will make it much easier on you to count it as it's in a 3/4 time signature. So I'm going to count off 4, but then I'll count it like it's in 3. 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, and 1, and 2, and 3, 1, and 2, and 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give 240 a try. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 200 for the repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice my hand every single time is still moving, still moving. So that's another thing to keep in mind to help ensure your chances of success. Keep that hand moving. And if you are unable to keep those, call them ghost strums, if you can't get the ghost strums in, don't move on. Make sure all of this stuff is in place. All right, back down to 60. Still in a 4/4 time signature, but changing chords every time a new bar comes in, not just when we have the strumming pattern change or repeat. But I'm still going to count it like it's 3/4, even though we're changing chords in different places versus number 2. So if this feels like it will be the most, if this feels like the most confusing when you're working on it, that's a good reason. There's a good reason for it. So this will be most likely the most challenging one. So again, I'll count off 4 because it is in a 4/4, but I'm going to count along as if it were in 3. 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Twenty. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm goofing this up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Damn it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. There. 240. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 200 for the repetitions. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, going or playing that specific one at faster tempos, what I start doing, because I'm doing a different thing as far as counting, because it makes it easier for me. Basically, counting how many times I've hit the chord before the change. So I'm counting it like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And I wouldn't start doing that until you are really feeling comfortable with everything. It's like the only way I can really get away with that is because I'm able to lock into that strumming pattern and I'm able to hit the chords when you're supposed to. So because of that, I can count how many times I've hit the chord so I know when to change the chords. But if you're not feeling very confident and strong with the strumming pattern itself and making sure you're hitting it when it's supposed to, I wouldn't try doing the count how many times you've hit the chord, because I think that'll be too many things to think about. So, again, when you're getting to those faster tempos and you're feeling really solid and confident and comfortable with the strumming pattern, making sure everything's hit exactly where it needs to be, you can try just counting how many times you've hit the chords so you know when to change. But don't try it right away, because I think that'll make things more confusing. So just something to think about when you get faster, and if things start feeling nice and comfortable, you can try taking it that way. All right, any questions, let me know. I will see you again next week.